in Atlantic 10 play and 19-2 on the season. And I down low to Samara for the Bonnies. Shankers for three. Monday looking to push the tempo a little bit, Shannon.
Quickly up the floor.
That's right. And there she shoots the three, and that's money in. 5 on the shot clock. 3, 2. Horton with the nice move, and she finishes. Jenkins kicks it over to Walker. Walker gets to the basket. Pump fakes, goes up with the left hand, and that is. She stopped. Ortega gets it now. Ortega goes left. She goes up, and she finished her 9th or her 10th rebound in this game. Make that her 10th rebound. Dixon kicks it over to Boker for 3. That's nice. And Dixon kicks it over to Boker. Doris Ortega with the ball now, looking to add to that career high. Nice spin, Carmelo Anthony like, and that's
just so interesting for me to watch this team and see a different player step up every night. The last time we called a game against Richmond, it was Jenny Ashton. Tonight, it's Doris Ortega.
Ball for the Bonnies. Gives it out. Nice move there. We get just under 3 minutes. Good block there by Megan Van Tatenhove. Rebound. Make that CC Dixon. She gets to the rim. She goes up. She finishes.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be an absolute battle. They are exceptionally well coached. They have good players, experienced players, and they always play hard. You know, I thought a little bit at times we kind of lost our focus and got a little tight with things. But the last 10 minutes or so, I was really pleased with our defense. We stopped letting them get easy scores, and we did a great job on the boards, and that allowed us to get some more tempo into our offense and put the pressure on them. And we had hoped we could kind of be able to wear them out by putting the pressure on them, and once we settled in offensively, stopped taking early shots and made them have to defend, I thought we got some good looks. And again, we did a good job taking away those early scores they got in the first half and forcing them to work hard on the offensive end.
Talk about Doris tonight and especially the way she was reading things and taking things strong down low. Yeah,
I mean, she's our best passer. I mean, she's very good with the basketball. You know, she's been able to all season get herself into the paint and hasn't always finished, but always makes pretty good decisions. She's worked really hard to get better at those finishes and did that today. You know, just again, it's another kid that can go off the bounce and put some pressure on the defense, and you know, we're all very comfortable with it because she's so good with the decisions she makes there.
How important is that on a day when Jessica's maybe not getting into the flow of it, Meg wasn't scoring, to be able to have that punch from someplace else?
And we don't win without it, you know. I mean, and that's really what's come the last few years. You know, Meg and Jess didn't have a great day, but we have people who can still get us some points, you know, and that's kind of the add-on that's happened this year as compared to a few other years. If you took away 2, we didn't find that consistent third. Now we're finding it in different places and even sometimes a fourth, which again puts the pressure on to guard. But part of the reason they're getting some good looks is because people are so focused on Jess, so focused on Meg, and our kids are smart and do a good job taking advantage of that.
Yeah, what's it say? I mean, you touched on it there, but you know, your seniors, especially Jess, only hits 2 shots all night. We had a couple of sophomores that really pick you up there in the second half. You know, basically everybody trusts everybody, it seems like.
Yeah, and that's you know, we talk about playing hard and making sure we're playing for one another, and our whole system is based on, you know, playing for the person next to you, and our kids believe that, and you know, they know if someone's going to have a bad day, that's going to happen, someone else will pick them up.
There's a real good chance you could face them in the tournament on their home floor. So don't you think it was doubly important to win here today and kind of establish where you are as opposed to them?
Everyone is really important. You know, I mean, I definitely hear what you're saying, and you know, so some of these teams we're going to see again, you know, and that's all right. That's part of March basketball. But what we know is right now, you know, we're putting the acorns in the tree, and you know, no one can take them away. We're getting victories, and we're enjoying them until we get ready for the next one.
So let's talk about what did you see tonight? What were you able to take advantage of offensively tonight?
Well, throughout practices and basically all season, coach and the assistant coaches have just constantly reminded me that I'm a very good off-the-bounce player, and a lot of it causes a mismatch to other post players. So especially tonight, seeing Jess and Meg really not getting into it and seeing us struggle a bit offensively. I've been working on finishing in the paint when I get in, as Coach said, and it was just really going for me today. So basically, I got the confidence when I hit the first one, and then got it again in the second one. So basically, when I hit the first one, it just got me going, and I seen that it was I was good at getting to the basket basically. So, and I just finished.
When you start to, those first couple start to come, are your teammates encouraging you at that point too to take it, because were they seeing that you had something going there tonight?
Yes, especially Megan and Jess and Arm, basically just told me keep going. I'm doing a good job keeping the team into the game, and it's good to hear seniors, especially our two leading scorers, constantly tell you, just go. I'm not feeling it right now. I need to get into the flow, and just hearing them say that and remind me just gave me more confidence to keep continuing to keep battling.
I assume that was kind of important for you to hear that, just from the standpoint, your tendency might be to defer to the leading scorers and the seniors, and that really kind of opens you up to do that when you hear, hey, it's not our night.
Yeah, and especially what you said makes a good point, as well as a lot of teams aren't going to leave Jess and Meg no matter if they're having a great game or a bad game, and that it helps me out a lot because it gives me one-on-one coverage, and I've been working on just finishing and finding different ways to go up strong, and that was really working for me tonight, so I kept going to it.
What did you guys say? They got up 7 there about midway through the second half. There never seemed to be any panic or nervousness. You come right back and counter the 7-0 run and get it right back to even.
The coaches, as well, even the players, it was similar to what happened to us in Charlotte. And basically, we just told ourselves that it doesn't matter how much we are down right now. We still have a lot of time on the clock, and we can still make things happen. But as Coach always reminds us, it's about defense. And I think we played a good job stopping their players at the end. And just that, our defense established us to go on a run, and that's what we did.
Coach, is that part of what you get when you're 19-2, that when you get down, there's not as many nerves, that you have confidence to come back?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I mean, it's a group that's won a lot. And this group of seniors, their freshman year, they erased a 15-point deficit at Wisconsin in the second half. So there's no panic in them, and we've been able to erase one at St. John's, erase one at Charlotte. They know if they keep leaning on their defense and keep playing hard, they can find some success if they stay with that. And a ton of credit to that goes to our leaders. Our seniors keep us calm. They make sure people know what they need to do, and now that leadership isn't just the seniors. It's the sophomores and the juniors and people who have been through it. So I'd rather we didn't do it that way, but it doesn't right now phase us.
Does 5 assists to 16 turnovers concern you?
No, I don't like 16 turnovers. That's clear. But we're not a big assist team. And today was a game where they weren't going to let us get kick out passes and get passes into rhythm shots. So we had to play off the bounce a ton. So when you do that, you're going to have a few more turnovers. And we played sideways more than we should have, so that created more. But a lot of times before games, we could probably tell you a pretty close number as to what will happen with that, just because what the defense can allow us to get.
Jim, don't you think that a win like this says something about the team when your two leading scorers struggle, you're down by 7 in the second half to a pretty good team, you come back and get that?
We won games without Meg playing. We won games without Arm playing. Jess has had some off nights. I think it says that we have some good players, and I'm not sure everyone appreciates that as well as they should. But it also says that our kids understand when they need to raise their level and aren't afraid of that.